Hello and welcome to Byju's IAS. Let's get started and look into our daily quiz. Let's look into the first question. With reference to mangroves, which of the following statements is or correct? Mangrove forests only grow at tropical and subtropical latitudes. Mangrove forests stabilize the coastline, reducing erosion from storm surges, currents, waves, and tides. Which of the statements are correct? The answer to this is both. When we look into the first statement, it says mangrove forests only grow at tropical and subtropical latitudes. That is because the warm temperature that is present in these regions reach to the growth of the mangroves, which is why they are not present in the temperate regions. But of late, what we are witnessing is that the scientists, according to some study, they say that it might grow in the near future in the temperate regions as well. Why? That is because of the climate change. What is happening? Because of the climate change, what we are witnessing is the warming of the earth, and when it comes to the growth of these mangroves, what it requires is the warmth. In the near future, because of the warming, because the temperate regions are also getting heated up in the near future, they may also grow in the temperate region, says some of the studies. When we look into the second statement, mangrove forests, yes, they stabilize the coastline. How? They prevent the erosion, they prevent the currents and the waves, and also tides in that particular region. Now let's look into the next question. Which of the following is or correctly matched? We have the sanctuary and the state the sanctuary is present in. First, Chinar Wildlife Sanctuary, Tamil Nadu; Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary, Kerala; Manjira Wildlife Sanctuary, Andhra Pradesh. Which of them are correctly matched? The answer to this is none. Why? That is because Chinar Wildlife Sanctuary is not present in the state of Tamil Nadu, but instead it is present in the state of Kerala. And when it comes to Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary, it is not present in the state of Kerala, but instead it is present in the state of Tamil Nadu. And when it comes to Manjira Wildlife Sanctuary, it is not present in the state of Andhra Pradesh, but instead it is present in the state of Telangana. Why have we taken both these practice questions? Because of the reference given in this article. One, it makes a mention of Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary. The other, it also makes a mention of the mangroves as well. Now let's look into the next practice question. Which of the following statements is or correct about Raja Ravi Verma? Verma worked on both portrait and landscape paintings and is considered among the first Indian scientists to use oil paints. The British colonial government awarded Verma with Kesar-i-Hind Gold Medal. A crater on the planet Mars was named in his honor. Which of the statements are correct? The answer to this is 1 and 2 only. Why? The third statement is wrong. That is because a crater on the planet Mercury was named in his honor and it was not Mars. Since it is Mercury and not Mars, the answer to this would be 1 and 2 only. Why have we taken this practice question? Because of the mention of Raja Ravi Verma in the Hindu article. Let's look at some of the factual data with respect to Raja Ravi Verma. April 29th is the birth anniversary of the famed Indian painter Raja Ravi Verma. He is remembered for giving Indians their Western classical representation of the Hindu gods as well as the goddesses. Verma was born in an aristocracy in Kilimannur in the erstwhile Travancore state of the present state of Kerala and was closely related to the royal family. At the age of 14, Verma was patronized by Aliyam Tirunal, the then ruler of Travancore. Verma worked on both portrait and landscape paintings and is considered among the first Indian scientists to use oil paints. And apart from painting Hindu mythological figures, he also made portraits of many Indians as well as Europeans. He is regarded as the most important representative of the Europeanized school of painting in India. So kindly remember all these important factual data. It can be important from your preliminary examination point of view. Now let's look into the next practice question. Consider the following statements about Khajuraho temples. The Khajuraho temples belong to the Hindu as well as the Buddhist religion. They were built between 1950 to 1050 AD by the Chandela dynasty. The temples are known for their Vesara style of temple architecture. Which of the above statements are correct? The answer to this is 2 only. Why? That is because when you look into the Khajuraho temples, they belong to the Hindu temples. Yes, this is right, but it is not the Buddhist religion, but instead it is the Jain religion. So the first option is wrong because it is not Buddhist religion, but it is Jain religion. Since this particular Khajuraho group of temples include the Hindu as well as the Jain temple, this particular region symbolizes what is called as an understanding, what is called as an acceptance and respect for diverse religious viewpoints. So this particular place of Khajuraho believes in unity in diversity, respect for each other's religion as the first key point. The second statement is correct. This was built by the Chandela dynasty. But the third statement is wrong. That is because the temples are famous not for the Vesara style of temple architecture, but instead it is for the Nagara style of temple architecture, which is why the third statement is also wrong. That is why the answer would be 2 only. Why have we taken this practice question? Because of the mention in the PIB article. Also remember, this Khajuraho temples has the tag of UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now let's look into the next practice question. In India, other than ensuring the public funds are used efficiently and for intended purpose, what is the importance of Office of Comptroller and Auditor General? CAG exercises exchequer control on behalf of the Parliament when the President of India declares national emergency or financial emergency. CAG reports on the execution of projects or programs by the ministries are discussed by the Public Accounts Committee. Information from CAG reports can be used by investigating agencies to frame charges against those who have violated the law while managing public finances. Fourth statement says, while dealing with audit and accounting of the government companies, CAG has certain judicial powers for prosecuting those who violate the law. Which of the statements given above is or correct? When you look into the first statement, it says CAG exercises exchequer control on behalf of the Parliament. Is this the right statement? No. Since it's a wrong statement, what we can do is to eliminate 1. So whenever there is an option of 1 in the answers, you can eliminate it. So A and D is completely ruled out. Second option is for sure right. That is because in the answer list, we have 2 only and 2 and 3 only. So only thing that we have to confirm right now is whether the third statement is correct. Now let's look into the third statement. Information from CAG reports can be used by investigating agency to frame charges against those who have violated the law while managing the public finances. Yes, this is once again the right statement. In case there is a particular organization or a department which has mismanaged the public funds, an investigating agency would be able to frame the charges. So the answer to this would be 2 and 3 only. This happens to be a previous year question from the year 2012. Now let's look into the fact of the day. The fact of the day for today's discussion would be Ingenuity helicopter. What is this Ingenuity helicopter? This happens to be the first helicopter to fly on Mars, which was carried by the NASA's rover called as Perseverance. We have discussed about rover Perseverance, but what is this Ingenuity? This is nothing but the helicopter. Where was it present? It was present under or at the bottom of this particular rover. So we have the rover. At the bottom of the rover was attached this Ingenuity helicopter, and now this Ingenuity helicopter was released on Mars and it was tested for few seconds. That is why it is in news. Why are we discussing this? That is because when we discussed about rover, we did try and identify that this particular apparatus was used to find out what are the evidences about the past life. Samples from Mars would be collected. It would be sent to Earth in the near future as well. Similarly, in all those areas where the rover would not be able to pass, what we will have is the helicopter which would be able to go in those steep areas, in those areas where the rover would not be able to go. Since it's a helicopter, it would be able to travel to a different place where the rover would not be able to go, collect evidences about the terrain of the Mars. This can help in finding out about the terrain and other features of the Mars. What are the various components? When we look into this Ingenuity helicopter, it is a wireless communication system. It is equipped with computers, navigation sensors, so on and so forth. So what does it have? It has the antennas, it has the blades as shown in the picture, it has the battery, it has the leg so that it can land easily, it has sensors and cameras. So there are two cameras, avionics and the body, and it also has the solar panel. Why is the solar panel given? So that this particular helicopter can charge on its own. What was the major challenge when it comes to the execution of this particular project? The flight was challenging because of the various conditions which were totally different from that of the Earth. Let's say, for example, an atmosphere in the Mars is less than 1% density of the Earth, and the gravitational pull is only a third of that of the Earth, which means the atmosphere is totally different, the gravitational pull is totally different. So they had to make all these arrangements when it comes to the Mars. That happens to be the first challenge. Apart from this, we have what is called as the rotors for this particular Ingenuity helicopter. These rotors had to rotate at about 2500 revolutions per minute. Roughly, this would be 5 times greater than the helicopters that achieve on Earth. And as a result, it became a major challenge for the execution of this project. This happens to be some of the challenges. Why have we taken this? That is because of the reference given in the Hindu article. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. All the best.